Hello, Flosstube.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to our channel, or to our channel if you are new. We are Stitching Social. So my name is Allison.
I'm Jen.
And this is a channel all about our cross stitch, otherwise known as Flosstube. So this is number 30. The big 3-0. So we did 3 videos the last time.
It's November the 8th.
Oh yes, I should say that.
Yep,
yes,
November the 8th.
November the 8th. It doesn't feel like November though because it
was so warm today.
It was 71 degrees here.
I'm wearing like a turtleneck tank top, and I took my winter jacket. I didn't realize that it was so hot out, so I did my winter jacket off, and I was glad to be wearing a tank top underneath my.
Well, right now it's 5:15 p.m. and it's 63 degrees out. So it's pretty nice. But we are in Canada, so knowing Canada, we could have a massive snowstorm in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So this is rare for us to be this mild.
It's very rare.
Very rare.
Adriana took her bike out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, one more time with the bike. Well, it's okay to wear your winter jacket when you're biking.
Yeah, but it's just last November, I remember we had a snowstorm very early, I think mid-November. And I remember talking with somebody.
We've had snowstorms in April.
That's true. And I remember talking to someone on the East Coast and asking me, is that rare for you guys to get snow at that time? Anyway, we digress. So, as you said, this is number 30. So we were together last on our Thanksgiving. It was... this is the first time in a while that we've had such a short period between videos.
Yeah. I got a new tripod, an early Christmas gift, new tripod.
Yes.
And
so
now we are at our best angles.
A little more flattering because we did 3 videos the last time we were together.
I feel like every video that we did, it was more like
exactly, and we were
and you saw less and less and less of our body
because we just didn't have the
no sidekick today.
Yeah, no peanut gallery. The peanut gallery is just consisting of a dog right now.
Thank you for everybody's nicest comments ever.
Yeah, she was a hit.
Yeah.
It was
well. She was very well behaved.
Not every time for her coming, but it's definitely nice for you also to bring
I needed some time away from them. That's what I said to her. I'm like, Mommy just needs some time away. She was very disappointed not to come.
So she knew that you were coming to my place.
She knew. I didn't tell her we were filming a stitching report, but...
Stitching report, that is what she called. All right, well, why don't we jump into some questions after our last video.
Let's start with the Thanksgiving question.
Okay. Read out the question.
Okay, so the question was, how do we celebrate Thanksgiving here? And that's a really good question.
That's right.
Take it away.
So our Thanksgiving is always on a Monday. What is it, like the third Monday in October? There's a formula of how it's calculated. Our fellow Canadians are like, we know what the answer is. So anyway, regardless though, it's always on a Monday. So it's a long weekend because it's a stat holiday for us. Because I know the Americans celebrate their Thanksgiving on a Thursday, the last Thursday of November.
Oh, okay.
But we are in October, and Canadian families often will choose either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday to have their dinner. It's not always set.
On Thanksgiving.
Right.
And often,
for the Americans, it's always on that Thursday. But for us, we choose because it's a sliding long weekend.
And it's not really... there aren't really big sales and deals here with the shopping. It's not really...
That's a Black Friday thing. That's right after the American Thanksgiving.
Okay, but we don't have, sales or discounts on things.
Ours is
because of a holiday. Yeah. And we don't... and it's kind of nice because that you can either celebrate it on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or even a Monday, or on the Monday.
Often it's Sunday because who wants to go back to work after having a big turkey? And
also, it's kind of nice because, just in our family, for your side of the family, your in-laws, you can, her and I usually coordinate.
We decide when our families are going to celebrate the holidays.
Yeah, we try to, but now with our brother getting married, we're going to have another family. So it's kind of nice to have multiple days. We're really flexible when we celebrate. It doesn't have to be the day. Actually.
And
not every year Mom and Dad do it.
Because of COVID, we didn't do our family's Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I went to my in-laws, but thankfully it was a nice weekend and we stayed outside. So anyway, but that's...
I don't really like turkey that much. So I like Thanksgiving, but I would rather have ham or like a roast.
Well, with my husband's side of the family, when we do the bigs, like everybody, which we couldn't do this year, we were too many people, but we usually do ham for...
So you do a big ham? Do you do other, like, what do you do for sides?
Oh, we've done everything different. Sometimes we'll have a ham. Sometimes a ham and a turkey. One year we had a turducken.
What's that?
That is a duck inside a turkey.
Oh, I don't like that.
I had never heard of it, and when I think we had it once, like back when we were dating, and
is it good?
I don't
like,
think I
how
had
does it cook? That must take a long time to cook. Like, one's way more.
I don't
than the
know
other.
the specifics.
Oh, dear.
Of
I've
it.
never cooked a turkey. I should. I should cook a turkey. I'm old enough now to cook a turkey.
We've cooked quite a few turkeys here because we've had our father's side of the family twice where we've had the whole big shebang.
But that was Christmas.
Like 50 people, but that's a turkey.
Oh, that's a turkey. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, with your new house, you're kind of the place that has the most room with everybody. So maybe you should break out your turkey legs.
I don't even
Try
have a
out your
roasting
turkey
pan. I need a roasting pan.
Environment.
I feel like, though, I should have my own roasting pan.
It's tough to, but then you gotta store it.
It's like having your own frosted hoop. You gotta have your own pan to cook your food in.
Anyway, so that's.
I don't mind to borrow your pan. That's nothing against your pan. Your pan is probably brand new and never used.
Have
you used anything in your pan? Have you cooked your turkey in the pan?
We've cooked. I think since we've lived in this house, I think we've cooked 3 or 4 turkeys.
Okay.
I
saw in the grocery store, they sell pans. Like for the people that don't.
Disposable ones, you don't want those.
No, because when you pull your turkey out, what do?
Accidents happen.
Can you use that as a liner for your roasting pan or no?
If it's the same shape.
Yeah.
Our roasting pan, we don't have a lid. We cover it with tin foil, but it was, I think at my sister-in-law's, she had one of those pans, and I'm pretty sure taking it out.
Well, because it's like,
I guess if you put it on a cookie sheet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But then you gotta then dispose it, and it's not very environmental, those things.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is
when washing it is easy. I would probably just. How do you wash it the next? Like, that's a stupid question, but saying that out loud.
Anyway, we digress. Turkey.
But I would just wipe it out with a paper towel and then wash it like everything else. That's what I would do.
That's what we do. You don't put it in the dishwasher.
Okay, moving right along. No, I wouldn't put it in the dishwasher. It would take up my whole dishwasher. Okay, moving right along. So we had another question about if we had recommendations for any Canadian Facebook groups or groups online, and we have 4 recommendations. So
that were geared specifically for Canadians.
Yeah, Canadian stitchers, obviously. So,
but all countries are welcome.
Yeah, except the buy and sell group. It's Canada only. They have rules about that. Because the shipping, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so what are some of the groups?
Okay, so the first group is XStitch Canada, and that's a group where you like post your progress.
It's like a Stitch Mania, Stitch Unlimited. Just it's XStitch Canada. I'm a part of that group.
And I don't know if I am a part of that group. I had a bad experience with a buy and sell group for like
household,
a baby carrier that I bought, and I had a bad experience, and where she scammed me, and I sent her money, and I learned a lot of lessons that day. But anyways, I unfollowed lots of groups. I just purged all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so XStitch Canada, I'll link it below, or not link it. I probably won't link it because I don't know how to. I don't know if you can for Facebook because you have to have a Facebook account. I'll put the name. And then Friday Off the Grid, Caroline's group, from Off the Grid New York.
And that's not just restricted to Canada. I love that group. It's all people all over the world.
If you're looking for a group that is positivity and supportive,
no drama,
supportive comments, no political, if you're looking for a space to just scroll and get project ideas, I highly recommend Friday Off the Grid. I think running these groups is a lot of work.
It can be a full-time job to be
because you got to make sure that it's a supportive environment. You don't want to have bullying or you know what I mean. So I highly recommend that group. That's one of my favorite groups, and it always comes up on my feed. So I really like that group. And then it's called XStitch Buy and Sell Canada. So that's a good group. And then another buy and sell group, which is good, is Canada only buying and selling cross-stitch supplies.
It's a mouthful, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
I think,
those are
as
two
far
good
as I
ones.
know, there's only 2 Canadian ones, because something like Stash Unloads, there are some sellers that will sell outside of the US, but other times there's not.
But if you're not American and you see, you're like, oh, I always wanted that Little House Needleworks chart or Lizzie K chart, and then they're like, oh, sorry, we don't ship to
Sometimes
Canada, which is fine. That's
fine.
not unreasonable. But then you get your heart broken, and I can't handle it.
But sometimes you can ask the seller if they're willing to. But then there's other...
If you pay for more shipping or whatever.
But then also you have to only, like, paying for it, you're restricted because you've got to only do PayPal. Whereas if you're in Canada,
I like paying
you can
with
do
PayPal
e-transfer.
because it's safe, okay? So this goes back to my lesson I learned. If you're doing buy and sell, send it through PayPal.
Here's my rule, because you have
a good rule.
I have a good rule.
Because you learned from me.
I learned from you. So I'm not very generic. It was one of the Canadian sites. I was buying something that I was a little iffy about, and it was expensive. It was Kingdom of Books, the entire kit, and it was $80.
You haven't started that, right?
No. So my rule after going through that experience, the
Great experience.
was fine.
You got your
It was
project.
everything was legitimate and it was great. But afterwards, I was thinking, because it was $80, and if you do an e-transfer, that's an electronic transfer. That's just sending an email.
Yeah,
and
if you
sending
send an email transfer,
bank to bank.
You're SOL if you never get it.
I don't know if other countries have it, but it's like bank to bank. So as soon as you...
So you type in their email address and your banking information, do online e-transfer, and then send them. And then they click on the email, and then they receive the funds, that kind of thing. You send them a password.
So what I've discovered, a rule I've set myself, if it's over... Pick a dollar amount that
you're comfortable.
If you were for some reason
definitely
not to get it, pick a number that you'll say, okay, max, I will send that by automatic transfer. Otherwise, I'll send it by PayPal. So whether it's $50, $20, whatever you feel like, if you don't get it,
like you're not going to be like disappointed. I mean,
well,
no one wants to send any money and you get nothing.
Yeah, $5 you can be disappointed, but whatever you're comfortable
to scam
with
somebody online, to go make a post and scam.
People have.
Yeah, it's very low life.
And I mean,
that's terrible.
And if you're talking like an out of print and you are spending something, like you don't know if it's good, because there's Etsy sellers that I've heard stories where it's not a true copy. And
so it's like a photocopy?
Yeah, but that's a whole different topic.
Oh my gosh.
That's a different topic.
Okay,
but anyway, we digress.
Okay, people may not ask questions anymore. Okay, so someone asked a really good question. I didn't bring the chart with me, but remember in our last series of videos, I showed in our haul video, if not, you can go back and look, I showed a Little House Needleworks chart series that I have that is like spring ABC. I've done, which one did I do? Spring ABCs? Yeah. And so I've got autumn ABCs, I've got winter ABCs, and summer ABCs. And I'm doing them on banners. So approximately it's 20 inches long.
Someone was asking about
Someone was interested how long are the banners. So 20 inches. And I use my 3x3 Q-snap, and I just put a clip on the top and a clip on the bottom. And then it's not on the sides, but it's perfectly great tension. So that's what I do also for stitching it.
So, and there's different widths, and you said
there's different
20
widths.
inches long?
Yeah, about 20 inches, and that I think is about 2 inches from the top and the bottom. But like, go and do your measurements just like with your stitch count, like you would with any count of fabric if you're going on 1, 2, 3 stitch or whatever, and calculate it out. And I will share that information in more detail when I do the project, because it's just kitted up for now.
And you bought that particular piece of fabric from a shop that's local to us called Gita's.
Yeah, and then
Credit Ontario.
Yeah, and then I'll explain.
She's got quite a few.
Yeah, and when I do the piece, like I fold it in half, just like I would, and I think I wrote it down on the paper that is in. I hope I did.
Oh,
and I'm gonna do 2 inches. Like I fold it, start in the middle, 2 inches down, and then I put my needle in to mark it.
And you can get banners that have really different decorative sides too. So if you were doing a bell pull, which is what she was doing. Perfect, because
Yeah.
the edges are already decoratively finished, and like I said,
can't-
lots of styles.
Yeah.
You just have to zoop up the top and the bottom. And you're...
It's really fun to do it on a banner.
I
Super
actually
easy to
have
finish it.
a banner
I'll keep you
piece I did
posted.
my pumpkins in, and it's wider.
Yeah.
It's about this wide.
Yeah.
I would say it's 10 inches wide.
Where'd you get that?
Gitas.
Really?
And it was finished with very basic edges.
Often-
it wasn't decorative. It was just basically finished simply, which I wanted for that particular
Okay.
piece.
Now the banners at Gita's, I think generally speaking, not all of them, but most of them are 28 count. So keep that in mind, because that's important to keep in mind. So when you're calculating it, look to see what banners you love. Okay, so this is my advice. When you go to a shop or you're looking online, look to see what decorative ones you want, like what banner, what fabric, blah blah blah. Look at the count and calculate based on your stitch count for
You
any
do that
piece.
with any project.
I know, but I don't want to be, responsible for somebody's piece getting messed up. I'll show it
Disclaimer.
again. I'll go into detail.
No legal liability.
I'll show it again when I work on it, which I should soon. I'm having trouble getting floss, some colors. Okay, and then, and in our last series of the 3 videos, we had a giveaway. In our haul video, we had a giveaway. Thank you for everybody that left a nice comment. Trina actually won the giveaway, Trina L. And I did random number comment generator thing.
She showed it to me.
Yeah, I proved it. I showed it to her. And actually, we know Trina. So I said, okay, you won, Trina. I said, congratulations. But I said, this is legit. Like, I didn't even rig it or anything. Like, I would never do that. So she was like, oh, that's great. She really wanted it. So what was the question we asked?
Just something with put the word ghost in it.
Okay,
Your
put the
comment.
word ghost in it. Okay. So, yeah, I was going to look to see if I screenshotted her comment. But anyways.
So she's already received it.
She's already received it.
Happy
And she
Christmas.
received it like the week before, like the week of Halloween. So she got it in time for Halloween. So that's really good.
And we're pretty close to 3,000 subscribers. So maybe if we get over to that point, we'll have to do another giveaway.
Speaking of Trina, remember in one of the videos? Oh my gosh, guys. So I said to the world, I said, look, I really want to stitch the Blackbird Designs Halloween stockings.
Because she has nothing Blackbird to stitch.
So Trina said, I have that pattern and I would love to loan it to you to stitch one out of it. And I was like, really? I can't find it. I looked on so many websites. Thank you
Is
for
it out of
everybody that
print?
left comments about it. It's out of print. Because, yeah, it's out of print.
Has to be.
Look, I'm going to show you. Guys, I can't even, this is the most, I'm keeping this away from my kids. Because this can't have any damage. And they're like little shredders. 'Tis Halloween.
And I've been
Blackbird
seeing
Designs.
people stitch them.
Yeah, look at the back. Look. So thank you so much, Trina. I messaged her immediately. And, I don't know why, but
Mazzy.
yes.
13.
I was going to start one on Halloween, but I've just been, I've kind of been flip-flopping. I haven't started it, and this is why. Because I've been flip-flopping on, do I do the DMC or do I do the specialty floss? And then I can't decide, and then I get overwhelmed, and I'm like, I'm just going to put it back in a safe place, and I'll think about that later. Don't bend it.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to bend it to fold it.
I wanted to show something.
Here, cover it up with something. Oh my gosh. Trina, she almost bent your pattern. It would have survived. It would have survived.
Relax, it's a book. I just wanted to show this.
Well, yeah, not that.
Look, it looks like a green brain.
No, it looks like cauliflower or like broccoli
No,
to me.
it's Halloween. It's a brain.
Is it?
It is whatever I want it to be.
That's true. It's an interpretation. Isn't
Anyway,
that nice?
continue.
Okay, you look at that book. Okay, that's it. So stay tuned. I'm gonna stitch one of those stockings, guys. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, Trina.
Anyway, okay, what's next? Moving along.
Moving right along. Well, you look at that. Do you want me to show some of the things that I finished?
Sure, because I only have one.
Okay, so you drew
That I
over
can
that.
check.
But also pay attention to me while I'm showing this. Okay, this has been, the only reason I finished this piece, I'm going to show it to you, is because I want to use the bag, the project bag. It was in an Evertote bag.
I gave you this pattern.
I love this, I love it, but I've been lagging to finish it.
It's okay. You can say that you aren't excited about it anymore. I won't take it personally.
I only have my working copy, but it's called Birthday Streamer by Little River Patterns. Right?
It's one of the ones I bought from the Buy and Sell group.
Little River, is that what it's called?
I think
That's who it's by?
just show it.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's done. It doesn't matter. I changed it. It says Happy Birthday, and it's a banner.
And she's using my idea, so I want to take full credit for the idea.
Yeah, okay. But I'm not going full out.
Okay.
Your idea. I'm modifying your idea. Okay. Interpretation of the idea. Okay.
It's always good.
So I'm stitching it on, what am I stitching it on? I'm stitching it on
really
32
nice
count
piece of
Lugana,
fabric.
hint of heather.
It's nice. I like
Hint
it.
of heather.
It may not show, but you can describe it.
Happy birthday. And I put Krennic in all the DMC called for floss. I did that so that it's sparkly. And then I stitched Victoria and Adriana's name. And this is where she wants me to give her credit. So
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So I'm going to make it as a banner. I'm going to finish it as like a square.
It doesn't even show the Kreinik in it.
It is nice.
The sparkle. It's really nice.
It is nice.
The color is really nice too.
Okay, because our mom,
when we had a birthday, that's beautiful.
Okay, I have to explain myself. So when we were little and we had birthdays, Mom would give us a pin and put a streamer outside on the mailbox when it was one of our birthdays. So I think that I want to do something similar. I'm not putting this outside because that's way too crazy because I do like it. But I'm gonna finish it in a banner, probably like
quilted,
kind of like quilted. I'm gonna put like a binding and everything around it. I know, isn't that nice? It's a little pumpkin in the book, Blackbird book. I need one of those pumpkins in my life. A lot.
You can make me one. Okay, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, that's okay. Should you show them the pumpkin?
I think I do. Don't worry, I won't. There's nothing to bend because there's no pattern on it. But
look at the pumpkin. We all want a pumpkin.
Fuzzy wuzzy. I like anything fuzzy.
Yeah. Apparently, Lady Dot Creates. You can get the velveteen. Lady Dot Creates. And there's also another website that's escaping me on Etsy.
It talks about dyeing it. There's instructions for dyeing it.
Dyeing the pins.
No, dyeing the velveteen.
Oh. Well, that's adventurous.
That's a whole craft.
So I'm gonna back to Happy Birthday. So I'm gonna finish it like a soft finish in 10 years from now when I have a crafter room. That's an inside joke. And I'm gonna put at the bottom with Velcro and put like individually stitch people's names when it's their birthday and then do it. I was gonna do one for myself and one for my husband, and I thought, well, but then I ran into the dilemma of, well, what do I write? Do I write like mom or dad? So anyways, I was just like, forget it. So I stitched Victoria's and Adriana's name.
And where I got that idea...
Yeah, where'd you get that idea?
So our mom has a pattern stitched, and it's a house.
Ah, yeah.
And it does not have glass on it.
That.
I know. So it's a house front, and on the front door, you interchange wreaths.
It's like a Victorian house.
Yeah, and it's like Christmas wreath, Halloween, birthday.
It's so cute.
And because there's no glass, you would put the little Velcro of the wreath on the door and change it for the
interchange
season.
the wreath on the door.
So I was thinking, you do a happy birthday banner, and then you stitch the people in your life, and then their month that it's their birthday, you would put their name. So like you could do all of your siblings and your in-laws, like
that takes it to the next level, a finished piece. And then I was even thinking on the back of the hanging.
Now I want to stitch that
on the back. I know.
Do you have that pattern, Mom? Get back to us.
Yeah.
I don't even know what pattern it is.
I don't even know.
I've never seen it.
But the next time I'm there, I should film it, and so you guys can see it.
Does she have it up still? I think it's in her It's in her bedroom, I think.
Is it, or is it in the front hall? It's moving around. Anyways, Mom's like yelling at the thing. It's in the front hall. It's been there forever.
No, I think she moved it to her room.
But I was thinking on the back of this wall hanging,
it had a good 20-year run.
I'm going to make a pocket and put the names in the pocket so that they're on the back of the piece. And when I store it, I'm not losing the pieces because I don't want to stitch it again.
Yeah.
So and remember I was moping in the summertime that I needed an alphabet book? I was like, I don't have an alphabet book. I need one. Which you can, share. I borrowed my mom's.
Dale Burdett.
I borrowed. Yeah, I know. I borrowed Mom's. If you haven't seen that cottage edition video, go watch it because I do link the. You can still buy the book if you're interested. So, but lo and behold, I have a book. Look at this book I have.
Better Homes and Garden.
Better Homes and Garden. In this book.
Sorry.
Oh, why is your dog barking?
Because somebody dared to walk by.
Oh,
And
okay.
windows are open.
Okay. So
I have a hound. Can you
I
tell?
stitched this. In the back, there's like alphabet sections, and I found a really pretty alphabet, and that's what this is the book I used. So you can screenshot this book if, I know I've seen it around a lot of places, but you can still get this book. Highly recommend. So I thought I'd share that because I was moping that I didn't have a book, and I certainly have a book. Oh, what did I do with my pattern? Oh, there.
You used it to...
It's okay. It's okay. I found it. All right. So there's that. Can I keep moving along?
Uh-huh. Do you have more finishes?
Yep. I have 3 in total. So that was the first one. That was a lot of information about that one piece. But the next one I finished, it was almost done. I think I showed it as a WIP in the last video, in our WIP video. Barbara Anna, The Witch, the Crow, and the Pumpkin. This is the pattern, and I'm showing you the pattern because I did not do the penny rounds. I didn't do that, but that's the pattern. And it calls for all DMC.
That is a bright pumpkin.
And
Love it.
I did it. It's done. And it was really fun. And I finished this since we filmed our last video.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I'm going to finish it. Maybe a project bag one day when I have like a craft room space. But yeah, I really, really like it. And I stitched it in DMC. That doesn't look like DMC. Does that look like DMC, everybody? I love it. I really love it.
Turned out really
Like,
nice.
I'm kind of falling in love with DMC again. It's just easier to get right now. Okay? And then, my last one that I finished, my most recent one that I finished.
What? It's only been a couple weeks.
I know. Jardin Privé. I call it my ABC houses.
So this is
Maison
we
is
talked
house.
about before, and you can get it on Etsy.
And you're stitching it. No, not on Etsy. She's got a website.
Excuse me.
On her website.
Online, but PDF.
PDF. It's so easy. You'll have it that
Instant gratification.
like you'll have it like 6-8 hours later, as long as she's not on holidays. But the designer will send it to you like PDF right away, and you log into your account and it stays there. Super gratifying and quick and easy, and you don't have to worry about shipping. So I finished it. You're stitching it long, kind of like a doorstop thing, but not a doorstop. Just imagine long, stretched out, and I just stitched it the way it was supposed to be done, and I stitched it on 36 count limestone.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, 1 strand
This is cute.
over 2.
How do you want to finish this one? Do you think?
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I need an iron. Someone asked a really good question privately on Instagram to me, and she asked if I have any tips with washing your patterns after.
Good question.
And I don't wash my pattern, like
Neither do we.
my fabric.
Neither do I.
I don't wash my chart, my whatever it's called, my piece after. I don't wash it. This I use DMC, but some of the you have to watch because some of the threads and fabric are not
Overdyes?
color fast.
Yeah.
So I don't do it.
You don't want it to
I do
run.
use iron with steam. That's what I do. But
I just
clearly have
tried
not
that for
ironed
the first
this.
time because I had my piece I'll show, I had a stubborn line.
I really like it on 36 count, 1 strand over 2. It gives it a different look.
Yeah, we're like in the one
Look at the
strand
quilts
36.
hanging. Oh. The little bee skip and the heart in the
The what?
O. The little bee skip.
What's a bee skip?
Like the beehive.
Oh, that's called a bee skip?
I think so. That's what I call it.
The more you know.
Yeah. It's kind of a greeny color. Do you care that it's called a bee skip?
No, I've never heard
Oh,
that.
bee skip,
I'm not a
isn't it?
beekeeper, so I...
Oh, I hate bees. I'm one of those people that run and scream when there's a bee.
Yeah, can you Is that shocked? Are you shocked to learn that after our squirrel fiasco? We were stitchers on the run.
I know. That was funny.
It was fun.
At least we could laugh at ourselves.
That was a fun day.
That was a fun day. Okay.
So that's what you've been stitching on?
Show them what you, well, yeah, I'll show my WIP in a minute.
Okay, careful with Vern.
I know. She's got a plant. Can I show?
Yeah,
Vern?
you can show Vern. Vern.
What's it called?
Vern.
The plant has a name.
I was told I need to name my plants, and
It's very light.
Maybe they won't
there's
die.
Not much to it. Look at it. It's like a sampler.
Isn't that a beautiful pot? Like, look at this. It's a crispy wave fern with a bit of moss in it.
Where'd you get this? Vern.
Vern.
Where'd you buy Vern?
I bought Vern. Okay, so real quick backstory if anyone cares. This is a cross stitch video, but my yoga studio every Wednesday has a Wellness Wednesday. It's an online thing because I'm not going into the studio yet, so they're doing a lot more things online, as is everybody. So the topic of last Wednesday's Wellness Wednesday was the power of
something
plants.
Really cute you have to do.
Power of plants.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not have
them out.
No, you're supposed to massage them.
You're supposed
to touch your plants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't have a green thumb. I kill things. I had African violet that was doing really well for like a year, and then it was my office plant.
How often do you water Vern?
Vern gets watered usually about twice a week, but because it is in such a deep pot and it's a small guy, he's pretty small so far, I was told to water more often, less, water less, more often. Because and also because
there's no hole.
There's no hole in the pot, and
show them the pot. It's like a
have,
sampler pot.
They didn't
Our
have
CrossStitch
rocks.
friends will appreciate this.
They didn't have rocks because sometimes a tip that I've learned from this Wellness Wednesday was that if you have a pot that doesn't have holes in the bottom for drainage, get those rocks.
Oh, from the dollar store.
Dollar store, from outside, wherever, and put that underneath, and that will help. And one of the things that she was saying is that you have to name your plants. You have to have a relationship with them. And she had a crispy wave, that's what they're called. And I wanted to go this past week, I guess it is the weekend, so this weekend, and go to a nursery. And long story short, we were in a plaza waiting for something to be ready. And we went into a gift store that was also a florist. And lo and behold, they had crispy waves for sale because it was a florist as well, and I bought the pot from there too.
Oh, nice!
The pot was like $8.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not heavy, but it's not light.
It's very substantial, and
it's not plastic.
That's
so
nice.
You have to name your plants.
We like Vern,
and his name is Vern the Fern, but it's just Vern, not Vern the Fern. Vern.
Okay, so my idea was you should use an alphabet book and stitch Vern a label and put.
But is that jinxing
it?
Jinxing it? Because
like on a skewer. Glue it to the skewer and name Vern. Give him like identity.
Well, I don't want to get hold of myself because I kill plants. I killed cactuses.
Well, if Vern dies, you can
Vern 2.0.
Vern 2.0. You could then do another sign that says 2.0.
Yeah. So there's lots of benefits. Those that are gardening.
Or if Vern dies, you can throw him in your recycling and put a sign in with him.
Recycling, Greenman.
R.I.P. Vern.
There's lots of benefits to plants, and I'm very excited about Vern. And they potted it and put moss. And
nice. They did it for you? Yes. I wondered how you got that so eloquently.
Yes, and I was really happy, and I told her, I said, I'm really glad that I came in because I like supporting local businesses as opposed to going to a chain nursery. I mean, they need business too. But anyway, why are we talking about Vern? Oh, yeah, because I don't want you to crush them.
Yeah. Vern's
and knock on wood, the cat has I have a cat.
I wonder if Vern is poisonous.
Well, I don't think it would make a difference because Gus ate lilies.
Oh.
And he had yellow. He's all white, and he had yellow all over his face, and he was fine. I called the vet in a panic. My cat ate lilies. He was fine.
Okay, show your pillow.
Okay. All right.
First, show the magazine.
My finish. I've put it on Instagram because I am.
It's official if it's on Instagram.
Yep. Strawberry Stitcher on Instagram, and you are
simply XStitchin.
Yeah. So I picked up this bad boy, the 2020 cross stitch Halloween, just cross stitch.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And this is my own pattern, so I'm going to fold it.
Yeah, you can.
So I stitched this because I wanted to. I'm
like
showing
that
the pattern
fabric
because
a lot. It's probably Carrot by Weeks Dye Works.
I can tell you what it is. So it's designed by Lee Fisher of Stitchy Fish Designs, and it's actually pumpkin linen from Weeks Dye Works is the called for.
Oh, pumpkin.
Yeah, it's really nice,
I
and
really like it.
uses mascara from Weeks. But what I did.
Yours. Oh yeah, I saw your Instagram post. I did. I saw it.
So this is mine. So I used a 28 count light pearl gray. If anyone really cares, I can look it up. And the fabric.
If anybody really cares.
the color I used is a hand dyed by Rolanda thread. It's DMC, and she had for Halloween 50 yard hanks. So I really thought it was.
So that purple,
Halloween.
it looks like purple and gray. So that you just stitched it with a solid color, but you used, did you use 310 for the spider webs? And...
No. So the
Oh wait, do I see sparkle in there?
Yes. So the bat is done with black
eyes.
El Touette.
What's
What's that called? El Touette. It's fuzzy. DMC El Touette. El Touettes. There's something.
Oh, it's.
I'm not saying it right.
Oh,
El Touette. You know what I mean.
El Trois.
El Trois. We're Canadian. We can't say the French words. And then the eyeballs
are like little beads.
Are red. Beads.
They show up really good.
Because I've mentioned before in my videos.
Oh, it's so firm.
That I like to use beads for
and
eyeballs.
The spider has a bead.
Yep. So then the spider. Well, it calls for 2 French knots.
Okay.
And because I just freestyled it, and so the web is done with a number 8 pearl. No, excuse me, a number 8 braid from Kreinik.
Okay.
And I overstuffed it because I find that like a year after you stuff pillows, they like deflate.
I like the flannel.
Yes. So this is my backing fabric. It's flannel. Tip for you. Do not go to a fabric place looking for Halloween fabric on Halloween.
Why?
They had nothing. They didn't have one scrap of Halloween.
So you got something that reminded you of Halloween.
And I didn't bring my piece
I'm really
with me.
surprised.
I didn't bring my piece with me because I don't like touch. I try to limit my touching. Minute, it was on October 31st. I went and they had nothing. So I bought a few pieces, half yards of different things.
Nice.
And then I could not get a line.
You're going to have to lint roll that a lot.
Well, I've got a cat, so I could not get a line. And then, like, I was totally over the project. So I was like, oh, wonky.
It's a pillow.
Whatever, though, right?
Wabi Sabi's the way to go.
Wabi Sabi. So, this is my one stitched finish. And I can't show what I'm working on because it's for a Christmas exchange.
I can show you what I'm working on.
So we'll have to live vicariously through her.
I am working on...
A new start?
I started it, I think, after our last video. I can't remember. I don't keep track.
Stitch what you want when you want.
Okay. The Primitive Hair, Miss Harriet Hair Cotton.
Harriet?
Harriet. So cute.
I haven't seen it in person yet. And you bought this at Expressions and Needlework, right?
Yes. Good memory. How do you know that? You saw the sticker.
I saw the sticker.
Cheater.
I haven't seen this in person. I've been looking for it.
And it calls for DMC.
Oh, I have, that's one thing I have a, you said Peter Pumpkin.
Yeah.
And I've got a piece, Peter from Little House Needleworks that was framed.
That?
Yeah, and I think I want to finish into a pillow this year because it doesn't look good for him. And I digress. Why aren't you using a needle minder? That bothers me.
Because I'm going to stitch in there anyways. With my needles just sticking in there. And I put, instead of putting cotton up here, I put it at the bottom. Because I'm going to finish it like a little stand-up. I'm going to make a round bottom on it, a base, and it's going to be a little stand-up cotton lady. And I'm going to put these, okay, I've got big plans. So in my new craft area, I'm going to have 3 IKEA glass cupboards. And I'm going to put my fabric, and by my cotton fabric, she's going to be standing up.
Wait, what?
That's okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to display them beautifully in my craft room.
You're going to have to
What?
get Mom to show you how she did
I know.
stand up. How do you do that?
And it's DMC.
I guess I'll
902 is her dress. And I did it on
our favorite fabric.
It's 32 count dark cobblestone by Sagwar. Yeah,
It's one of our favorites.
So it's not very big, and I'm using a small Q snap.
It would be cute doing that cotton just on its own into a little pillow and putting it in a dough bowl. Adorable.
Yeah, it is cute. That is a good idea. I like the letters. I like how the O's are underlined.
Yeah, really cute.
So.
Love it.
Me too.
So that's what you've been working
for rabbits. That's what I've been working on. I honestly haven't had very much
Are you going to do
time.
wool in the same color, do you think? Same fabric?
It's the same, actually, yes. And I've already have it pre-cut. And it's exact same colors, but in like she's wearing a different dress.
But you're going to use the same fabric?
She's a sheep.
Sorry? That meant the fabric?
Yeah, I'm going to use the same fabric. Yeah, I love this fabric. Although I'll have to say,
versatile. If you're looking for a general, what's the word? Neutral that goes with everything. Dark cobblestone.
Dark cobblestone goes with everything.
But 36 count is a totally different color.
Really?
Yeah.
40 count's a little bit different.
That's what I meant. 40 count.
40 count. But having said that, this is Lugana, and the one that we bought and we split is a Belfast linen.
Is that why?
Yeah. I think it's just it would take the color differently. It's a different material.
Okay.
It's nice too, though, isn't it?
Science.
Yeah.
No, is that chemistry?
I don't know, but this is a nice project for fill-in.
That is a nice project.
Yeah.
I love her fabrics, the primitive hair.
I know.
This is your first primitive hair piece.
Yeah, it is my first one. I've had this pattern for a long time, and
yeah.
I got frustrated one day because certain colors for specialty floss you can't get over-dyed.
Are you
so
just
I just
doing
thought,
those
forget it.
in
I'm just going to
DMC?
start these and use DMC. Yeah, it's DMC.
Well, you got a really nice fabric. DMC is just as beautiful.
I stitch horizontally. Down.
Railroading?
Horizontally. Some people stitch up and down vertically.
And some people go all over.
And some people go all over. But I stitch horizontally. Like, I jump around. But I'm just saying, like, when I'm doing a straight line, instead of going up and down, I try and keep it all the same on the piece. It gives it almost like a different look. Yeah, your husband's going to be home soon.
He's just leaving them.
Oh, okay. He'll be home soon enough. So, yeah. Show those 2 patterns that you got in the mail.
So, everything goes full circle, right? I got these 2 patterns that I got off of the buy and sell group.
There you go.
So this is
They're really cute. I saw those on Instagram.
Holidays by Prairie Schooler.
I really like those.
Am I close enough?
I love that Prairie Schooler just uses DMC. It's so
and you
much
know what?
easier to
Prairie
get.
Schooler, seeing them being stitched.
I like the snowman on the back. Yeah, cover it.
It's harder than it looks. Why are you laughing?
Oh, sorry.
Why are you laughing?
I'm being very unsupportive right now. Do you want to use my paper?
Yes, please. Now you tell me.
That's cute.
Why is that so funny?
Just because. I don't know.
What were you saying?
Don't judge me on what I think is funny or not.
I feel like you're laughing at me. When you're seeing them stitched online, I just want to stitch them all. Like, I see one, I'm like, oh, I have to stitch it. And sometimes I have it, and then other times, but then just seeing them stitched IRL. Okay, so this is a funny one because
What does IRL mean?
in real life.
Oh, okay. In real life. Oh.
IRL?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I laughed when I said it because our younger sister would be like, oh, you're so not cool.
Lame. Yeah.
And when I find out what those acronyms mean, I'm like, oh, like SMH is not small. It's actually like shake my head.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes there's
that.
other acronyms that I don't know what they are.
But we know all the cross-stitch acronyms.
Now we
Pretty
do,
much.
but we didn't know before we joined Flosstube. Anyway, this one is another one I saw on Instagram, and I loved it.
I like it.
And when we were at the shop,
You should do a snowman. You should decorate in snowman theme and stitch them all, and have a little snowman tree or a little snowman dough bowl, and have all these in a little snowman theme area.
this is the 2018.
And Vern can be the sidekick.
This is the 2018 Prairie Schooler Santa.
Aw, so
and I
cute.
saw this, and someone was working on it, and then I
Really?
and I brought it. I screenshotted it. Am I borrowing you?
No, you're not borrowing me at all. I want to stitch it.
And I asked them if they had it, and I think the Instagram post said the wrong year, because I saw the whatever year they said it was, and that wasn't it. And I showed the shop girls, and like, yeah, that's not that year. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I found it, and it's pre-loved. And so that's just
It's in really good condition. It
serendipitous.
looks brand new.
It looks brand new. Both are the cardstock ones. So Prairie Schoolers retired, but they're still coming out with Santas. Who's designing the Santas?
I don't know, but they're under they're Prairie Schooler.
Right, because it was Hoffman that bought the rights. Someone bought the rights to it.
I don't know.
And
That's a really good question.
Some of the cardstock ones are being reprinted on paper because I know they sold the rights.
That's a very good question. I don't know.
So I would like to know who's designing them.
And the other thing too is, does it say the designer name? Like,
It does. So here's the answer. Ask and you shall receive. 2018 Santa designed by Pamela Bird Smith exclusively for Hoffman Distributors Co. So that's the answer. So I knew Hoffman owns the rights, the copyrights, and
what
that's
does this
the
one
answer.
say? Can I look to see if this
That one is 2009, so that might have been before. Yeah.
Pamela Bird Smith, same girl.
So maybe Pamela Bird Smith was the owner, the creator of Prairie Schooler, and she's still designing
These are really nice.
for Hoffman.
Don't you guys find that when you look at the Prairie Schooler pattern, like you think, oh, they're not very big. Mm-hmm. But then you open the pattern up and you're like, oh, they're a lot bigger than I thought.
Well, also sometimes they're printed large. Like, what's the stitch count on those? What is
51 by 41.
That is larger than what you would.
Ooh, they'd be good on perforated paper.
That's right. So what I want to do is kind of make them stiff.
Because look at the backgrounds are like that mushroom. It looks like mushroom Lugana. So that would be nice to do it on. Does it say?
Yeah, we're here.
Where?
Fabric, courtesy of
Sage.
It's Witchold.
Sage Joblin are stitched on, but that would be nice on perforated paper. Except the one downside is, I mean, these ones in the book don't have very much. Think about that.
Talking about backstitching? Prairie Schooler
Not
doesn't do much
backstitching. Like background, because then you're going to see the paper as long as you're okay with that.
Speaking of which, we got to do those sleds this year.
Oh, yeah.
We have big plans, man, and
Oh.
no time.
I
got
know. I
families
had
and
so many plans on
jobs.
Halloween and I was in a coma.
I
Not
don't
literally,
know.
but I was tired.
I don't even know.
Halloween was a lot.
Halloween. Oh, I went to the fabric store and had zero luck. But lots of Christmas stuff. I want to try a finish, like a not a flat fold, but like like this.
Like a flat fold.
Like a flat fold, but not angled. I just want it flat and like with a hanger. I want to try those kinds of things. So not a pillow. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like a flat fold.
Something
but not
like that.
without
Yes.
the flats. So,
Okay, I got some ideas for you and how you're
kind
going to
of
do
like
it.
with
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and then put a little hooky thing. Because really, if
Yeah.
they're 41,
Yeah. You could put an eye
51
hook
by
on it.
41. So like you could use
Next
a
time we're at
larger
Len's
fabric.
Mills or a Fabric Land, let me know because I can direct you where to get those little hooks that you need. The rings.
plastic rings.
Yeah.
I have those.
Oh, you do?
I have a package of them. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. See, all in the
And would you
supplies.
use like your backing? What's that cardboard? What's that called?
You could put a piece of cardboard in it.
To make it stiff?
You could. But you're thinking of interfacing.
I had that too.
You can put interfacing in it.
Actually, the finish that I'm going to do for our exchange, I need, because of fabric type, I need to use interfacing, and I'm kind of scared to use. I've never used interfacing. I'm always worried that you're going to iron the wrong side.
Just be careful.
I mean, we'll have to have a finishing day. Because, like, what a disaster that would be.
That would be so easy to finish that. Put a piece of interfacing on it.
This?
And if you put a piece of interfacing, you can literally snip the edges. You could either fold them in.
But would you not need to use, oops, I didn't mean to show that, cards? Wouldn't you need to use the you got stick
You know
board?
what you could do is you could finish it on the little boards that I use for the little canvases. If you finished it, remember I did the monthly calendar things by Hands On Design. I did them and I put a piece of canvas and I backed it and everything, and it's just like a little art board. Those little flat art boards.
Because I'm thinking
I have some ideas.
I'm thinking about that cardboard that we use for framing. That Bristol. What's that?
Oh yeah, you could do that
what's
too.
That called?
Mat board. No, it's not mat board. That's not true. Foam core. Foam core?
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the stuff that we're pinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could put spray adhesive. You could do that.
Yeah, I need to buy some of that to make it stay on it. And then, how do you not see raw edges? I need to
because you fold it over. You fold it over, and then what you do is you put a piece of felt on the back, but you cut it like a few millimeters short around the edges.
And then use like
it's really easy.
Cording or something.
Show you. I'll show you.
I need to just
you could do cording. You could do cording. I have an idea.
Do you glue cording or do you sew cording?
You can glue it.
Because like fuzzy trim.
Yeah.
Like that pom-pom trim. I want to open my...
That would be cute for that.
Basically, is what I'm saying is I want to branch out. Rather, this is what I know how to do. This is... And
you want to challenge yourself?
Well, no. I just want to change it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't like... I like the easy route. I want to just change it up. There's only so many of these that you can have.
Yeah.
And I find that they deflate. Why do they deflate? Can someone answer that for me? Like I've got, I'll show you
because you store them. You gotta zhuzh them up. You gotta really go like this to it, to like just like your pillow when you lay on it.
No, but I do. But this one I did a couple years ago. You helped me finish this, and it's like all deflated.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
I don't even 2017. But like, see what I mean? Like they're just.
Maybe you didn't put. Maybe you're over time you've put more stuffing in your pieces.
Well, I made a conscious effort to put more stuffing in it. This is a Plum Street. I made a conscious effort to put more stuffing so that when a couple years, it won't be as deflated as this.
Yeah, but you could open it with a stitch ripper. Open it and put more in.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
You could cut a hole in the back and whip stitch it closed. And put an iron-on patch at the back. I've seen people do that.
Like when I store my seasonal pieces, I don't put them in like they're not stacked. They're displayed in my craft room. I don't know. So anyway, that's all we have. We've got, we shot it before, but we're going to insert it now. I have another fully finished Nightmare collection.
I'll piece the two together and up the volume so everybody can hear it.
Why, is volume an issue?
Well, sometimes our volume, you can up it when you're getting fancy on a program I use. What is it called? iMovie.
I don't know.
Okay.
So we'll insert that in because we forgot. Well, I didn't forget last time. I just was
we filmed a lot that day. We were exhausted after it, and Adriana was kind of.
So we're gonna try to do more of this. We're still at 53 minutes, but we can.
That's okay.
Ramble on.
I was gonna show 2 projects that I was gonna maybe start, some new starts, but I'm gonna leave you hanging, and you're just gonna have to come back next time if you want to see what I start.
That's right. So it is November the 8th. So hopefully we'll be back for sure before Christmas. I would think, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be back before the next, like, the end of the month. Like, we're already, like, today's the 8th. November the 8th. Like
We've got some
maybe
commitments
December.
coming up.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll see. Maybe, well, don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll probably see you in December.
Can I take that paper off? I need that to remind myself. Okay, everybody.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. And until next time.
Happy Thanksgiving for all of our American friends, because I
Yeah.
don't think you'll see us before then. So
No, because that's on the 26th, so definitely not. So happy Thanksgiving to those that celebrate.
Yep.
And until then, enjoy the clip. Okay, bye. As promised, I wanted to show my fully finished nightmare that I got framed in the summer. Now, it's a real heavy sucker, so I didn't want to take it off the wall. I'm not sure if you can see my holes up top. I still have to patch, so you can just disregard that.
no,
So-
they can't see it.
Perfect. So this is Nightmare by Courtney collection. It's finished on Twilight Wood. No, Twilight Woods is Bath and Body Works. Twilight Mist, I believe, is the fabric. 28 count. And I used 839, I believe. So it's just DMC. And this was a gift to my husband. He always liked this piece. While I was working on it, he always kept saying, when are you going to finish Nightmare? So, I don't know if you can zoom in on the frame. It's got details that reminded me of this part of the helmet. Because it's a head.
What part of the helmet?
Well, just the
scales.
detail in the frame, just, I thought, brought out this. And because I really enjoyed this fabric, I decided no mat.
Yeah, I think it looks good with no mat.
Which, I mean, usually when I'm getting something professionally framed, in my mind, I feel like, oh, I need to have a mat on it because you pay all that money, but I think it would have taken away. So, yeah, this was from a local framer that did a great job. I believe you've had
It's
some
pretty
pieces.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy. It's a sucker. So, yeah.
Does your husband like it?
He does, yeah. I think this is the biggest piece that I have ever framed.
Yeah.
And it might even be...
That's pretty
Is
cool.
it the biggest piece I've ever stitched? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It was a lot of fun to do. I did it in the first New Jersey retreat. And yeah, so there you go. So that's my
Beautiful.
latest fully finished. And it kind of gets into you when you start getting things professionally framed.
Yeah, because then now you want to do everything.
Yeah. Now, I did not go with the museum glass.
That's not too glary.
But
A little bit, but...
I don't know. I figured it's glass. Who cares if you can see it? I mean, I know a lot of people care, and it's a nice added bonus.
Yeah.
There's no glare, but... And
Beautiful.
it was on budget of what I wanted to spend to the dollar.
That's good.
So that's always nice. So there you go.
Yeah, there's another close look up at the... It's like kind of like a smoky blue.
Yeah. So yeah, Courtney collection, Nightmare. Nightmare with a K, as in a night.
Do you know if you still can get the pattern, or probably?
I believe it's a little harder to find. I don't think it's out of print. But I bought that pattern from Stitching Bits and Bobs, which is an online place.
On Etsy?
No, it's a website.
Okay.
A lot of people are familiar with them, I'm sure. You just have to go in with an order knowing that it takes a while. They are a slower place to buy from, but they had it. I don't think they have it anymore. But I don't think it's out of print, but yeah, that's Nightmare.
For the men in your life.
For the men in your life.
Okay.
Or the woman. You can stitch it for yourself.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I can only see 2 heads, but supposedly some people can see a couple.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I see 2.
Yeah. So something different. I mean, I don't really stick with one style of stitching. I'm kind of all over the place. You like what you like. And I don't know why I liked this so much, but I saw a couple stitchers stitching it, and I just had to have it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There you
looks
go.
good. Well,
All
there you go,
right.
guys. There's her nightmare.
All right, so we'll say goodbye again, and until next time, happy stitching.
Bye.